Greetings, West Sacramento. Welcome to West Sac Best Eats, where we dine on all the fabulous food West Sacramento restaurants have to offer. Heard exclusively on KYWS-LP 92.9 FM on your radio dial. I'm your host, Vince Nicholas. I'm joined by my sparkling wifey, Carolyn Nicholas.
Hi.
Hello, honey. Thank you for joining me in our bedroom for our little program here. Okay, we ate at a new restaurant in West Sacramento called Teriyaki Madness. Now, it is a chain. It's a small chain, but it is a chain. But in terms of our area, the West Sacramento region, it's the only location for Teriyaki Madness. Their nearest location is, besides the West Sac one that just opened, I think 2 months ago, their nearest location is in Fairfield. Fairfield, a poor man's Vacaville. Am I right, honey? Okay. Teriyaki Madness is located at 3rd Street NC. Now, this area, we really like it. It's small, it's low-key, it's very walkable, but there seems to be like an issue because things come and things go. Teriyaki Madness's specific location used to be a coffee place, Bean and Barrel. It's been vacant for about a year plus. Down the street was Devil May Care, which was is fantastic ice cream, but they recently they left due to, I think, rent issues. And then La Crosta, which was the Italian place that we took your mom to.
Yeah, they had great pizza and salads and other foods.
Yeah, and outdoor seating, super nice. They closed about a year ago. But I like that area because it's like, it feels like Midtown Sacramento in 1920 or something.
It's very quaint, very cute. All the houses and buildings, they have kind of an older feel to them, but kind of, they've been modernized. Some of the places have been fixed up, and it's very cute. We love walking around there. We love eating outdoors whenever we're down in that area.
Yeah, we like using the free parking there and then walking to the barn or Doco. But I like how they've kept it low key because, in all honesty, that place should be blowing up because it's super close to Old Sac, to the Riverwalk, to Sacramento. It should be gentrified like no other, but thankfully there's a garden there, a big vegetable garden right there. Some of the houses are super small. They've been there since whatever 1940, 1960. But it's a fun area.
Yeah.
Burgers and Brew has been there for a few years.
I hope it doesn't get changed too much.
Yeah.
Because it is. I think some of the residents around there have been there for a long time. It's an old established part of West Sacramento.
Yeah.
It is nice that they have some cute little restaurants down there. I would like to see the places there be able to stay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sad when places close and buildings sit vacant. So hopefully what's there can stay.
Yeah. And also Sal's Tacos right down the street on C Street, the infamous West Sacramento Mexican food location. Okay, Teriyaki Madness. We ordered through the app, and people use the app. Okay, the internet exists. After we got our food, I went back in to use the bathroom at Teriyaki Madness, and there were 3 guys in there, and they were just staring at the TV picture menu above the employee, and I was like, why? The internet apps. Use your telephone.
We love using the app because we're usually coming from some location and we're going to walk to where we're getting our food, which is what we did that day.
Yeah.
So you can think, okay, we're going to be to Teriyaki Madness in about 20 minutes. Let's get on the app. Let's place our order.
Yeah.
You can look at it. You can take your time and customize it and get exactly what you want. And you're not holding up the rest of the queue.
Yeah. Yeah. And these 3 guys were staring at the menu, and then the poor Teriyaki Madness employee has to do that thing where he stares at his hand and looks at the ground, and he's waiting for these 3 people to make a decision on a menu. And save yourself the heartache, people. the internet on your cellular telephone. Check it out. So we were at Doco, downtown Commons, which is where the movies are, the closest movie theater to West Sacramento. We bought tickets to Top Gun Maverick,
yes,
which we're going to see next week. And so we put the order in through the app at Doco, and then it's about a 30-minute walk to this location. And the food was ready in 15 minutes, so it's perfect. We walked in, and there was an issue, but well, let's talk about what we ordered first. There's a lot of choices, not a ton, but there's a decent amount of choices. But generally speaking, they got the chicken teriyaki, the spicy chicken teriyaki, and then they got the mad spicy chicken teriyaki. I wanted to go OG. I just wanted to keep it as basic as possible. So I got the chicken teriyaki bowl, all veggies, which they call the Power Bowl, because I was on track that day or something.
You like to have the low carb life,
yeah,
when you're trying to stay fit,
right? And then when
I
I'm
did not,
when I'm not on the low carb life, well, everything goes out the window. Well, you actually ordered the chicken teriyaki bowl with tofu.
Yes. My protein choice was the spicy tofu, which they fried up, and I went for brown rice with veggies.
Yeah, well, so what happened? And one note is that you get the all veggies, but you can upgrade to broccoli for $1 for your veggies. Each bowl was about $10. Actually, you got the meal. You got a drink and an egg roll.
That's right.
And I got a side of mad sauce because I wanted to see how hot it was.
What is the mad sauce described as?
From TeriyakiMadness.com, mad sauce is described as a whole new flavor and level of heat. This is our famous spicy chicken with the volume turned up. Fire so nice, you'll feel it twice.
Does that mean first in your mouth and then again out the butte?
Oh dear. Well, yes.
Oh no.
Yes, twice. Okay, let's talk about the actual space. It's nice. There's a lot of room. It was very windy, but we decided to sit outside. Their bathroom has the automatic paper towel dispenser, which is very. It brings me joy. It brings me delight that I don't have to touch anything after I wash my hands. For a germaphobe like myself, there's nothing better. We showed up to get our food. My food was ready. My OG chicken teriyaki bowl. But your food, they didn't have tofu. So it was on the website or app or whatever, but we show up and they're like, oh, we don't have tofu. And then you started throwing cash registers around. And I took out my phone and started filming you and screaming World Star. And then you got into verbal fisticuffs with the staff, honey. Oh, no, that's not what happened.
No, I kept my cool. I may have shed 1 or 2 tears, but I just decided to go with the original teriyaki chicken, same as what you were getting.
Yeah, with brown rice.
Brown rice and mixed veggies.
Yeah, and then also their little soda dispenser deal. Their Diet Pepsi was broke. Their only diet option. So we had to drink root beer.
Which was good.
Yeah.
I haven't had root beer in quite a while.
Because of all that sassafras and sugar or something. But those two setbacks, little anomalies, not a big deal. I blame the supply chain and the labor shortage and the lack of baby formula. So Diet Pepsi broke. No tofu, but you got the brown rice and they whipped it up pretty quickly. So let's get to the food, honey. Your chicken teriyaki bowl with brown rice. Thoughts, feelings, comments, reflections?
It was good. The chicken was very good quality.
Yeah.
Had a nice kind of char on it.
Yeah.
The brown rice was cooked very well. Sometimes brown rice can be hard. It has a definitely harder consistency than white rice.
Yeah.
But when it's cooked well, it's very nice.
Yeah.
And I love a brown rice with chicken teriyaki and teriyaki sauce. I love that combination.
Yeah.
The veggies were pretty good.
Yeah.
Only a couple of broccoli, and then there was some
cabbage.
Lots
of cabbage.
Yeah, a lot of cabbage.
Yeah.
But I'm a cabbage fan.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed that a lot.
Yeah. very similar thoughts on my end. Yeah, it was a ton of cabbage, and since I didn't get rice, they just loaded up more cabbage, which means a ton of moisture. Because they seal it and it drips down. So there's a lot of water essentially happening at the bottom of the bowl, which not a big deal, but the cabbage was crunchy and I dug it. Something to look out for. You mentioned the char. Some might say it's burnt, but I like that.
I like that too.
Yeah, I dig the texture, a little crunch, a little chewy. But some people don't like that. It's a turnoff. So FYI, heads up. They overcook their chicken. That's how they do it. I'm sure you can request
undercooked chicken,
a rare chicken. We had a couple sides of the mad sauce. What was your hot take on the mad sauce, honey?
I thought it did have a decent amount of heat.
It did.
It was good. Good taste. It had a little bit of a sweetness.
Yeah.
However, it was more of like a taco sauce. Like it felt to me that it should have gone with Mexican food. Yeah. So I didn't prefer it to eat with my food. Yeah. It didn't feel like the cuisine fit.
Yeah. It did have it did feel like a hot sauce with like a slight Asian tinge to it, but overall generally speaking it was more Mexican food, a hot sauce, but I still dug it. It wasn't overpowering, but there was a lot of kick. Like when I eat hot stuff, snot pours out of my nose, and snot began pouring out of my nose.
Dear. I know. That's a sign that it has a good amount of heat for you.
Yeah, and I get sweaty. But I liked it. I kept going to it and dipping my super well done chicken into the sauce. But I was a big fan of it. But I like that it was on the side. They gave us 2 little cups on the side, so I could control it. If it was too hot, I could say okay. And I'm glad I didn't get the entire mad sauce chicken bowl deal. Compared to Panda Express, what would you say, honey? Their teriyaki chicken.
It did remind us of the bowls that we like to get at Panda Express. Yeah. This was much better than Panda Express. Yeah. And I love Panda Express, so I'm not saying that that's bad. Yeah. This was a definite step above in quality, and I think in quantity too, because I was so full after eating my bowl. Yeah. I didn't even finish my rice. Yeah. I gave a little bit to you.
Our bowls were heavy.
They were heavy. I couldn't eat the chicken roll that came with my meal because I was so full, and I didn't even finish my bowl. Oh, yeah. So I think it's a bigger volume. Mm-hmm. It's better quality. Yeah. I would pick Teriyaki Madness over Panda Express.
Yeah, we like Panda.
Yeah, we go there pretty often.
We like their teriyaki chicken. But yeah, Panda's a step up.
No, Teriyaki Madness.
I'm sorry, Teriyaki. Okay, Panda told me to say that. This is an ad, okay? # sponsored post. Madness is a step up. The Panda, they're different. The Panda, it's good, but Teriyaki Madness... Well, if you don't like a little char on your chicken, go with the Panda. But if you want to do something different and you got the mad sauce, that's how the kids say cool, honey, or very, or hella. They go, yo, that was mad crazy. Oh. I think.
Thanks.
I just hope that Teriyaki Madness isn't offending the criminally insane. But yeah, it's different. But yeah, I would go with the Teriyaki Madness, and it's comparable cost because Panda's bowls are about $10, which is what we paid with Teriyaki Madness. But overall, it's better than I Heart Teriyaki, which is terrible.
Oh. We don't talk about I Heart Teriyaki.
We don't talk about I Heart Teriyaki. Many locations, very little quality control. I don't understand who goes there, but. Anyways, okay, so, alrighty. Well, there you have it, my fellow West Saxons. Thumbs up to Teriyaki Madness, and I hope you get a chance to enjoy it like we did. Sending you all love and light. Thank you for listening to West Sac Best Eats, where we dine on all the fabulous food West Sacramento restaurants have to offer. Heard exclusively on KYWSLP 92.9 FM on your radio dial. # West Sac Best Sac. Bye-bye.